So today I want to talk to you about entitlements and the entitlement process. We're going to keep it really high level, but I want to talk to you about what are entitlements and why do they matter. So entitlements basically mean that your development project is shovel ready, right? So it is a combination of different approvals that you get that are different from zoning, right? There's a video, and I'll link to it above. There's a video I did before. Zoning tells you what can be built on a given parcel. Entitlements are the approvals that allow you to build, right? So entitlements tell you that a project can be built. Zoning tells you what can be built there. And those aren't the same thing. And you can have zoning without entitlements and your project can't be built. Until you have entitlements, until you have the permits in hand and ready to go, there's nothing you can do on that site. The major kind of chunks and segments of your entitlements are going to be your land disturbance permit, which is part of the site approval process, right? So that tells you on the horizontal plane on the site, what can you build? The land disturbance permit approval allows you to start grading. It allows you to install utilities. It allows you to install stormwater measures, right? So that's the horizontal plane. And then there's the vertical plane of the project. That's your architectural permit set, and that is your building permit, right? So both of those, the vertical and horizontal pieces of the entitlements process, need to be in hand before you can start construction of your real estate development project. Entitlements are important because it's really the first major milestone in both value creation and risk mitigation for a project, right? So there are firms and there are groups that will go through the entitlement process and then sell the sites and the project, right? So they don't want to go through the development process. They don't want to take on the full cost of the project. They will get a site under control, get entitlements, get their approvals needed, and then sell, because that they have created value. They can generate money that way because an unentitled parcel is worth a lot less than a parcel that has entitlements. So with entitlements, you've not only created value, but you've also mitigated a lot of risk, right? Entitlements are also the trigger point for a lot of projects where they'll get their funding, right? So a lot of people on the investment side don't want to fund a project if it can't actually be built. So a lot of funding is tied to the entitlements process. And so once you have your permits in hand, that you can build, right? So now entitlements are telling you that you can build something. Zoning will tell you what you can build, right? You can build an office project here, or excuse me, an office project can be built here. This zoning allows for that, but you can't actually build it. You don't have approval to build it until you have entitlements in hand. So again, that's just the overarching idea of what are entitlements, how they differ from zoning, and why they matter, and what they're used for.